this? So then, we see where in this verse it mentions certain things, and let us close by looking at a quick recap, and then we will close. I like this method of study, that after we finish studying, we can look at what we have studied and try to get the gist of what we studied. We found out that the head of man, the head of the woman is the man, just as God is the head of Christ, and Christ is the head of man. We found that out in the beginning of the verse. And then we found out that man should not pray with a hat or a head covering. And if he does, he disrespects Christ. For man is a symbol of God's glory. That is what we found out. We also found out that woman covering their head when they are praying or prophesying, she does that to show respect and submission to man. That's why she must put on a covering her head when she praying and prophesying. She shows respect to the angels also, because angels respect God in a similar way. In Isaiah, it says the seraphim which had 6 wings, one wing cover him face, one wing cover next part, one wing cover next part. When the seraphim come in the presence of God, veiled face. The angel honor and respect God so much that him don't look at God, him veil him face when him come in the presence of God. Likewise, women must cover their head to show submission and respect to man. This is what the scriptures is saying. Going down the line, women were made for man, not man for woman. So women cover their head in prayer and prophesying as a symbol of respect for man. That is why them do it. Right? I want to say something before I continue. If the woman who is a Christian come to church, covers her head every Sabbath or every Sunday to show respect to her man, but goes home after church and disrespects her husband, her head covering don't make any sense. So my point about this chapter, the depth and the root of it, is to show women what is their place in society, in the kingdom of God. They must understand that they must respect men, and when they are praying and prophesying, they must cover their head to show that. But in doing the show, if you don't really respect men when you are not in church, the show don't make sense. You are just covering your head, and it does not have any relevance because you don't really respect man anyway. But you just come and cover your head as if you respect man. You don't really have any respect for man, your husband, or any man in that case. But you come to church and you cover your head. That is of no relevance if you don't have respect for your husband or man. This is what I would like to say. All right? The angels submit to God in heaven, and Christ also, likewise on earth, women submit to man. This is how it is. In heaven, God first, Christ second, angel third. On earth, God first, Christ second, man third, woman after. This is how it is. And last but not least, the custom. Customs are in different countries. These are the customs in different countries, right? Long hair was a shame to man with the Corinthians. In the Corinthian country, long hair is a shame to man. Short hair for women was a shame. Women praying without covering their head is a disrespect to man, and man praying with their head covered is dishonorable to Christ. This is what this verse is saying, and I think I want to repeat it again. The root cause of the verse, most people think it's about covering your head. I am suggesting to you the root principle of the verse, of the chapter, is to show you how the rank in heaven is in comparison to the rank in earth. And the woman must cover her head to show submission to the man because of the principle that God has laid out in heaven. You must follow the same principle on earth. Sister Shanna. We're not doing it, Brother Logan, not following that. It's me, no, the married and have nothing over my head. That means that we don't have well, I suggest you, Sister Shanna, if you are honoring your husband and you don't cover your head in church, you are better off than if you are covering your head in church and you're not honoring your husband. So understand the principle. The purpose of covering your head is to show respect to your husband. So if you're doing the symbol and you're not really doing what it symbolizes, it don't make sense. So show respect to your husband every time. Understand that you are the weaker vessel. God has given him authority over you. And if you show him that respect, you will be carrying out the principle. And if you come to church and cover your head, God bless you.